Welcome to the Museum of the Bible. This was a big job for Clark. It wrapped up in September of last year. Behind me you can see the monumental staircase. It's a 140-foot staircase, spans 7 stories. The concept is it was designed to look like a floating staircase. It is supported on the front end from it's welded to the slab on the north side, and it's supported entirely from hanger rods suspended from a beam at the very top of the atrium on the south side. From a construction standpoint, the stair is composed of each section is basically 2 main stringers. So each stringer weighed about 10,000 pounds each. It was all set using a 350-ton crane sitting on D Street. Just the crane itself was kind of an ordeal, right? So we have the metro that runs underneath of D Street, so there's the tunnels underneath there. So just designing the shoring for the crane. It sat on crane mats that were 10 feet by 40 feet wide under each. Yeah, it was a challenging erection, but they managed to put the entire stair was assembled over the course of 2 weeks. So they were able to get the kind of the main backbone of it.
The 7 floors?
The 7 floors, yep. Yeah, that's one thing that can't really be understated. So this is all AESS steel, so it's all architecturally exposed. So the tolerances are a lot smaller, right? And then you're looking at a piece that's 10,000 foot, 25 foot long stair. Couple that with the tolerances, it was a very, very tight erection sequence. So it is pretty cool. The back end of the stair is all suspended off that one double box beam right there. That beam is the single heaviest feature on the job, so it's a 33,000 pound beam. Big, heavy welded connections on either end holding it up.
So Eric here came up with a design for this project. He gave us a rendering with all the colors and all the areas. It's a 10-color terrazzo artwork with all different aggregates. Each color is a different aggregate. And it's just unique for a terrazzo project in that the focus of the project is an art piece. It's not just a terrazzo floor. It's a piece of art that the kids in the school can appreciate, and it really gave our Boatman and Mignani craftsmen a chance to show a different side of their skill set, to where normally they're pouring a hotel lobby or something of that nature, where they're more of an artist like Eric in this particular situation. So the process of the whole job, originally this lobby was all tile. So the whole process consisted of demoing out the old tile, flash patching the floor to make it flat. We brought in National Metal Shapes, a company that does steel work. They created a grid for us. So our craftsmen assembled the grid and then poured the terrazzo in place to match the rendering that Eric had given us. The whole project was just over 2 weeks. So it took us approximately 3 days to demo and clean up. It took us another 2 days to install the grid, and then it took approximately 7 days to pour the terrazzo, and then a few days to grind after that. We've done projects similar to this in the past, but it's not common, especially as intricate as this is. You can see several of the small shapes. It's really hard to create something like this. In my opinion, the biggest difficulty was the time frame that we had to install it, because it's already a very challenging project to begin with, but our schedule was around Christmas time because all the kids were out of school. So we really crammed. I mean, we had guys here on different shifts for every day, essentially, through the holiday season.
All right, guys, this is the Latham and Watkins project.
Jay Richards took this project on probably about a year and a half ago when we started this. This project actually went on for 415 days. It was accident-free. We did not lose 1 minute of time because of an accident throughout this entire project. Latham & Watkins is an international law firm. This law firm right here has 700 employees working at it every day. So it's very important not to lose any time or anything with this. The first 16 weeks was the conference center, the 30,000 square foot conference center we had to do. When we came in here, that's all we thought we had to do. When we came out here, they started demoing the ceilings. We noticed that a lot of the wiring was coming across the stairwells and across some of these open areas. If you notice, they actually did a design change where they put drop ceilings in where there's supposed to be drywall here and here. What we had to end up doing is we had to take all the circuits and we had to isolate the ones that were in demo, and then we had to maintain 250,000 square foot of space. This project started going 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We had a shift working during the day trying to build out this space. We had a shift working at night, taking the junction boxes, reworking all the circuitry so we go ahead and get Latham & Watkins so we get the space opened up for the stairwells. Plus we had the conduit going through the concrete. So those were the three obstacles that we were up against. In between this project, they decided to put a generator up on the roof and add 6 data closets added to this generator. That was also within this 16, 17-week period. So we had to throw that on top of everything. Take you down here, I'll show you one of the large conference rooms that we built out. Actually has a partition divider that goes in and divides the lights once the partition divider goes up, so it can be created into 1 or 2 large conference rooms. One of the things that was difficult on this job was these linears coming down through here. If you take a look at this is some of these are 75 feet, 100 feet long, and pretty much in a straight line. They don't deviate at all. So that was quite a chore for us. A lot of these lights were put up even before the panels were go up. If you see, they're all freestanding. So a lot of this was laid out and put up even before the panels went up. This is one of the largest conference rooms. It has drop-down monitors. Push a button, everything comes down, so people at the end can see the monitors instead of looking up at the screen up top. So a lot of detail work. So what we did was we had the layout. We put the LED linears in. They were up for about a week or two, and then they put the mural up, and everything had to line up for the streets.